Back to Crazy Bill's garage, and yeah, I must be crazy for trying to fix this rust on this Subaru here. Boy, the whole rocker panel's gone, by the way. So, boy. But you know what? I have done worse, and I've fixed worse. I've made things look very nice again. So, I'm not a body man. I'm not a mechanic. I'm just a guy with a little bit of know-how. And I want to get this thing fixed up. So, I'm going to do that. Look at this brake rotor. Oh, all of this is getting changed out, by the way. Everything in here is getting changed out. I got to pull out the rear diff because there's leaks all over the place and seals. And I got to pull that out and change those seals. I might not even have to pull it out. I might just have to take the drive shaft out and just do it. But I don't want to do it underneath the vehicle. Oh, comes a couple airplanes over me. Nice. But this job is going to be... I think the other side's worse, but now that I look at this side, I don't know. But I want to get this done within a couple of weeks. 3 weeks. Body work done. You know, I have a full-time job that's actually very full-time, so I just don't have time to work, sadly. If I had like a week, I'd have this knocked out, but I don't. So I'm just going to show you as I go. Nothing serious, nothing too... I'm not going to show you processes or anything. I'm just going to show you as I go. If it's getting better, if it's taking longer, or it's just looking as bad as it did before because I give up. But, yeah, this is going to be what I'm working on for 3 weeks here. Plus other projects, other things to put out on good old YouTube. Right now, though, I got to clean her all up. And I'm going to try these things. And I'm going to put them up there and I'm going to weld them in. And then we're going to go from there on what I'm going to do. I could just put a nice piece of metal across, or I could just put short strand fiberglass. Doesn't matter. The only thing that matters on these things is the rockers. Getting the rockers right. So I did buy some rocker panels. Not for this car, but something close. I hope that'll fit on here and I can just weld them in. So continue to watch and I'll continue to show what I've been doing. So this is the opposite side. This is where I patched her all. Got her all patched. Just gonna grind it all down smoother, and then I'm gonna slap some short strand. What is that stuff called? Short strand putty? Or something like that. I'm just going to slap that on, and we're going to go from there. I was going to show you on the other side, but I forgot I was filming, and I already patched it. So, smart me, huh? But just going to give her a nice little grind down, then I'll show you, and then we'll give her some putty. This is the stuff I'm going to be putting on there. Bondo hair. What is that? That's long strand. I don't want long strand. Here we go. Short strand. Short strand, Bondo, glass. Well, hair. So there we go. I got the welds grinded down quite well. And yeah, I'm about ready. I'll stick some glass on there. I'm not going to show you how to do that. But, yeah, I can't do glass or putty on the rockers. It's got to be fully welded in. So I won't be doing that on the rockers. But here, it's fine. So let me get some of that short strand glass together. And I'll stick her on there and then I'll show you the aftermath. And there we go. I don't spread it too thick. First layer. I only put one layer of this short strand on there. And then I go straight to the filler to finish it off. At least that's the way I've done it. But later on, I do this in the morning. I go to work, And then by the time I get home at night, she's all dry. She's all ready to be sanded. And then the next morning I add another layer of filler, and I repeat the process until it looks half decent. Doesn't have to look perfect, half decent. So far this project is looking good, except one thing I don't like. I'm going to show you. And yes, I had this side done too, but one thing I don't like is I get under here and this is kind of rotted out underneath, like a lot. So let's see if I can get you under there. I'm gonna have to do some major repair there. So isn't that nice? Yeah, I knew I'd have to do rocker panels. Like, she's just, yeah. But I didn't know I'd have to do more than just rocker panels. But this is on the flooring area too, of the underside. So I'm gonna have to get under there and fix that too. But that's part of doing work on an old car. Wish I had to just, well, you know what? I'm gonna take, before I start that, I'm gonna take off all the rear suspension so I can get under there right. Get under there, fix it all right, and then put on new suspension parts. So until next time, which will be like really, really soon. Yeah. After a lot of inspection, I've realized that the floor might not be as strong as I wanted it to be. I thought I was only going to have to do rockers, but I got the seat out. I got everything cleared out of here. All these little attachments that are annoying as hell. And I'm going to pull the carpet back and let's see what we got. Oh, son of a... Yeah. Looks like I'm going to have to do some floor work. Oh, this is terrible. Oh, man. What about up here? Oh, okay, this isn't as bad up here. Still not great. See this cracking right here? A bad feeling. That floor is bad right there. It's been flexing. So I'm going to have to peel up all this crap. What is this stuff? Alright, it's all rusty underneath. I have to clean all that up. This is bolted in. I'll see if I can unbolt this. Overall, worse than I thought, but I have done worse before. At least the sides. Yeah, the sides are okay. And I still have to do the rockers, but I'm going to have to do this floor. Oh, yeah. Look at that. I got to do this floor before I do the rockers. Wow. Great. Just great. Okay. Well, I'll bring you along the way for this too. Things happen. Things surely do happen. Well, I have fixed floors before, but never to this extent, really. Wow. There is, wow. Well, I didn't know they ran these lines inside here from the tank. Something new. Something new I learn every day. But look at this. No wonder it feels like this thing isn't, the rear suspension isn't anchored well. Look at this. Well, I'm going to vacuum her all out and see where we stand. So, there we go. She's all vacuumed up. Wow. My enthusiasm has left me for this project. Wow. I did all the engine work, transmission work, every bit of work, and I didn't check for the body work. which is stupid of me. But this whole thing needs to be replaced. The whole thing, like right from the front up there to right to the back, probably underneath. I would say underneath where that seat sits too. Let me take a look. Well, thanks for that. Where that seat sits, it's solid metal all the way back. It's this side. I haven't even looked at the other side, but I gotta cut out all of this. And wow, it's work. But when I bought this, I said I didn't want a rusty piece of junk to work on for a project, and yet I did it anyways. Man, sometimes I'm stupid. Well, I've never replaced the whole floor like this. I'm going to have to look at some videos and see how other people do it. See how other actual, real welding embodiment do this. Because this is beyond what I've had to do before. I've just had to do rockers and body. Never a floor pan. What? Keep watching on. Let's see what I do. So I think this is where I'm going to end and make this a part 1. I didn't want to, but I didn't know I was going to have so much work. And these are fuel lines, by the way, on the inside. That's actually kind of nice. I looked underneath. There's nothing underneath. So I am just going to soon draw out where I'm going to cut. And, oh boy, there's a lot. I'm just cutting out this whole thing. And I tried to leave the rails here because they're solid. I'm going to try to leave those and just drill out the spot welds. And I don't know how. I don't know how. But I'll get her figured out. And hopefully I will get this thing done. But there's going to be a lot of work to do in here. Other side, please don't let the other side be as bad as this. But I haven't looked. I'm not going to look. I'm just going to go at her as it is. And hopefully, we'll get this done. I think I got to buy some more metal. I thought I had enough, but now looking at this space, I might need a little bit more. Maybe I'll find some at work. You know, we always had lots of metal there. But thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this part 1. And I'll bring it, I'll try to have part 2 out as soon as possible.